Hello, welcome to a catalogue review for the new Bright Star 2022 brochure. As it says there, it's 30 years of the brand from 1992 to 2022. So it's like a special edition. There's some extra bits in here that you probably be interested to see. Here we've got a little timeline of the brand and sort of key products that they've brought out. So I'll read through it for you. So 30 years ago, John Mather and Nigel Jackson started out on an adventure, and Bright Star Fireworks was born. The plan to bring some of the most innovative and memorable fireworks to the UK market. One of the biggest selling categories within the Bright Star range are rockets, and this is a simple timeline which shows the successful range has evolved over the last 30 years. So you've got Sparkling Thunder, which was one of the first ones they brought out in '92. Saying that they're quite unique, being manufactured in Malaysia as opposed to China, where the bulk of fireworks come from. And then you've got some Trailblazers there, introduced in '95. So one of the oldest rocket packs, still blazing today. And then you've got Hellraiser rockets there. Into Crown Jewels from 1998. And there's one that I wish I'd had back in the day, War of the Worlds tripod rocket. God knows what that price would fetch you now if you found one sort of on the collector's market. I bet there are not too many of them around, but I'd love to see one of those in the flesh and fire it. Especially as I'm a War of the Worlds fan as well. If I had one, I probably wouldn't want to fire it, to be fair. Then you got Tomahawks there in 2010, and then 2 years later they released Warhawks. So Warhawks are 10 years old now, but still going strong. Still one of the most popular rockets on the UK market. Great fun in your back garden. They burst quite low, so they look massive, the brakes do. Then some other little innovative things they've done, like flying pigs with the little pig heads on there. Heroes and villains. Then what else we got? Spooky spirits, the glow in the dark ones. And then right up to the 2022 new Enterprise rockets, which again they're trying to innovate the rocket design there. It says that the pack is 100% plastic free now. So that's all good. I've not seen them in the flesh. I'll have to have a look at one of the videos, see what they're like. So there's the team there. Obviously they've got bases in China and over in the UK. I won't read through all that. And then, so contents, we've got all the different sort of, there's a little key to the noise levels and what category they are. NEC weights are all on here. The only thing I will say, I've had a little flick through and they're all RRP prices, so take the prices with a pinch of salt. I know things have gone up in cost, certainly with just the cost of transportation. Shipping is a massive problem, and the shutdowns in China. So there's going to be definitely price increases across the board this year in the UK, and it'll be the same in every other continent in the world, really. Inflation's just going crazy at the moment, and fireworks will be just the same as everything else. But take these RRPs with a pinch of salt. I'm pretty sure the range where I get my Bright Star fireworks from, I'm sure they'll have offers on. So you won't necessarily, the prices you see won't necessarily be the prices you pay, I don't think. But we'll see, you know, it's up in the air at the moment with prices. So you've got your selection boxes. I don't think there's been much change from previous years. The selection boxes are perfectly fine. They've got different types. So obviously you've got the smaller garden pieces here with your small wheels and sort of quite small fountains. They do an aerial pack. So if you want to sort of mix it up, you could have all your fountains in one, and then you've got some aerial stuff there with some rockets. The one that interests me the most out of this page is this one here, Anthem selection box, which is a low noise selection box. That certainly caught my eye, and also because it's got lots of the little novelty pieces like ground spinners and strobes. It's got some Bengals in there. My only gripe, I've seen the video for this, my only gripe is I would put the noise level as medium, because some of these Bengals don't have crackle in the video, and it didn't need to. That's my only gripe with that box, but I'd quite happily have this with it being low noise, and there's some lovely colours in the fountains as well. So out of everything on this page, I think Anthem would be the one I'd go for, not just because it's low noise, I just like the effects in them as well. And then you've got your bigger packs there, obviously, of course, with your NEC. I mean, the NECs aren't massive, but they never are in selection boxes. 378 grams for your sort of higher end box there. So yeah, that's page 1 of selection boxes. We've got even bigger ones now. Some with your nice 3 set of Roman candles. You don't see them so much anymore. I think that's just an age thing, but still great fun, and they produce great effects because they're pre-fused. You can just light them and leave them, and you've got a nice fan effect there with your Roman candles. Most of the Roman candles, I think, are, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure they're mostly just comets and pearls. I don't think the tubes are big enough to support sort of breaks, as it were. And then you've got quite a big hefty pack here, so it's just over a kilo of NEC there. The Imperial box with some nice big rockets, some missile cakes by the looks of things as well. So a bit of a mixed bag in that one. I've never fired any of the high-end stuff, but there's definitely some cakes in there, you can see from the shock tubes. So there's a nice mix. And then what have we got here? So barrage packs. I've never fired them myself either. There's some duplicates in some of them, obviously here, which is why sometimes I don't always go for barrage packs, although that one looks like it's got a nice, and then there's some doubles in there by the looks of things. A couple of missile cakes are the same. I just prefer variety. I mean, you can fire them in pairs and it'd look quite good, I suppose. And then we've got some fountains here, Conics, so 105 gram NEC. That's a 3-pack. Funky Frog, that's a good one. I've had that before. The top of the head flashes, got like a strobe in there. So something a bit different. And we've got the Alien Fountain that's been out for a few years now as well, with the light up eyes. So they've got some innovative things as well. Some classic Conics, obviously, Conic fountains. 120 gram NEC. And these are fountains as well here, these two. I've not seen those before. So they're 360 gram NEC. Some single shot tubes. You always see them knocking around as well. And the Calypso pearls, they've been out for a good while as well. So pearl shot tubes. And then Pearl Paradise there, 167 grams NEC. You've got Stratosphere Pulse, Plutonium Pulse, Smoking Aces Roman candles, not seen those before. One of my favourites from back in the day, still going strong, Oriental Stars. Lovely little cake that is, pearls. Can't go wrong in a small garden. If you like a bit of noise, Missile Command, your whistle cakes. I love this as well. Sizzling Sentinels is a great little pack. It's just a crackling comic tail, but you put those into say fire 3 at once. They look phenomenal, and they're cheap as well. Take that price with a pinch of salt. But yeah, they're really good, and you can use them in combination. You could have the crackling cake going off with a normal size cake as well, just to break it up as well. So very versatile piece to use. Mighty Atom, they're just small cakes, but they're good value. What have we got here? Bombay Night's been out for a few years. Howling Hellcat, and you've also got Screaming Wildcat. I would go with Screaming Wildcat if you can. It's slightly more money, but it's more shots, and it just has the fusing just seems better because there are more shots. They go up in bigger clumps. So personally, I go for that one. And then you got the Slammer. That's a great piece. Love that one. Nice varied effect in there. It's got spinners in to start with. Nice varied effects and some good colours as well. This purple is in there. Jewel of the Nile's been out a good few years now as well. You got these little cake packs here. They're all just pearls though, which is nice because you've got a splash of colour. You've got green, gold, silver, crackle. So yeah, ideal for smaller gardens really, and not too in your face either. So nice little pack there. You got some bigger packs there. I've never fired those before, so I can't comment on them. Oh, there'll be 1.4G effects though. These two were quite good on the video I saw. So that's a red comic tail, swirling yellow tail, swirling blue tail, and then final finale of 3 triple whistles. That's quite nice. Galactic Force, an Asteroid Encounter, that had some nice effects in it as well. Sort of larger bore pieces. Medusa's Gaze has been out for a good while. You've got bin lid cakes there. I can't stand them personally, but some people absolutely love them, and there's all sorts of choices there. Some will be pearls and stars, some will be breaks. You'd have to look at the videos for them, but they're not for me. Battle of Midway, absolute classic. Brilliant, lovely value for money piece. Nice spread. I mean, the bursts aren't massive, and it's only 1.4G, but you've got some good colours in there. There's purples as well. It's not just reds and greens, which is nice to see. So yeah, that's a favourite. I've had that a good few times. They've now got gender reveal fireworks there. You've got pink and blue. Never tried those, but they seem to be quite popular nowadays. What else we got? Chain Reaction there. I've not seen that one before. Bushido Fan Barrage. I'd have to look at the video of that. That seems interesting. Jericho's been out a few years. Wrath of the Gods is a good piece. Nice punchy piece. That's recommended, that one, and it won't be as expensive as that. That's just the RRP, but yeah, that's worthwhile. Wrath of the Gods. Lucifer's Laughter. These have all been out for a good while. Parallax seems quite new actually, but yeah, Area 51's been out a good few years. These two I've not seen before. What else we got? Seismic Strike. These are quite big cakes now. Biohazard there. So that's got a whopping 654 gram NEC Seismic Strike. Less shots, but there'll be bigger bursts. It'll be bigger sort of tube size than say something like Biohazard. It's got more shots and less NEC, but they're the same price. But it depends on what you want for duration, I guess. Big Ben. That's more obviously geared to sort of New Year's, but that's been on the market a while now. Some bigger cakes here. Onslaught, SWAT. I've never seen those before. Tank Buster there with the plastic heads on. They'll probably be doing away with those if they're going away down the route of eco-friendly, plastic-free fireworks. Then we won't be seeing things like this going forward, I wouldn't imagine. Cosmic Chaos, a massive bin lid cake there. All sorts. I think there's quite a lot of breaks in those, to be fair, but they'll only be small-ish. You got 500 shots over 800 grams NEC. Liberators. These larger cakes are quite good, and they've got some nice firing patterns in them. Stormageddon. Liberator. I've not seen a video for that one. And they do some 1.3G stuff as well. A bit further on, I'll show you those. So Burnout, I don't know if that's a new one. Colossus, my word, that's still going. I must have had that about, it's got to be close to 10 years ago maybe, but a great cake. Oh gosh, it was less than 100 quid when I bought it. It'd probably be around the £100 mark now, I'd imagine. See on the prices, but yeah, that was a good cake back in the day and still going. These have been out a while as well. If you like your massive Roman candle barrages, is a 2000 shot there. If you like that kind of thing, and a whopping, well, nearly a kilo NEC in there. If you like those kind of things, ideal for a smaller garden as well, to be fair. Although it's Cat 3, so just be careful. Countdown finale. That's been out a while. Ambush. So they have a couple of brands as well. Sorry, they got Bright Star Connoisseur, they've got Elite, and then there's Esco as well that do the selection boxes. So they've got a few sub brands in there as well. Desperado, I don't know if that's a new one. I don't remember seeing that one. Spellbound's been out a while. Beast of Beijing, not seen that one before. Fire and Fury's a fan effect. Battleship's been out a good while as well. They've got a massive choice, to be fair. What else we got? Battlemaster, War Machine, and then we're into the 1.3 stuff. So Atom Bomb Twin Burst, they've been going ages. They're great fun. They are double burst Roman candles, great fun and good value as well. I think they were about 10 quid back in the day, but I'm talking 10 years ago. But it shouldn't be as much as that, hopefully. Proton Bomb Extreme, fantastic piece. Very good value for money. Nice big bursts. Can't go wrong with something like that. That's a great pick. Thunderbolt's good as well if you like noise. Mind you, Proton Bomb Extreme's hardly quiet. And then 1.3G range here. These have been out a while, I think, as well. So you've got your Cherry Reds and your Blueberry Blues and Green Limes, Banana Bonanza there. Peach Pandemonium, and what's the last one? Oh, Purple People Eater's still going. That's a good one, or it was. It's in a different guise now. They've changed the packaging on some of them, but that was good back in the day. I was impressed with that one. So yeah, and then bigger pieces now. So we've got Thunderstrike again, very noisy. Pandora's Box has been out a couple of years now. I think somebody won a competition on naming that, if I remember rightly. Some newer pieces here. Crackdown Barrage. That's nearly a kilo NEC. And we've got Judgment Day down here. Just, well, 1,300 grams NEC. So it's ramping up a bit. So we've got some 1.3G barrages here. So we've got Dragon Storm, 137 shots. NEC of nearly 2 kilograms. Again, I've not seen any of these ones apart from Big Boss down there in the bottom right hand corner. Big Boss is a good piece. Again, ignore the RRP. It shouldn't be anywhere near that price, to be fair. But that's a nice firework for 4 pieces. Some massive breaks. Say it's 20. Doesn't say the bore size, does it? I have a feeling it'd be 30mm. And you got Apocalypse and Sorcerer's Shadow. I haven't seen the videos for any of those. Juggernaut again. There's another big piece there. 3 kilos NEC. And that's got. I'll probably have to watch the video for this one because it's got crossettes in. So I'd be really interested to see what that's like. So I'll have to check that out. The QR codes don't seem to work for some reason. My my internet firewall doesn't like the link, and I don't dare bypass it. So unfortunately, I'd have to sort of track them down on YouTube. And some of the videos aren't on YouTube, actually. There's some more rockets there. You've got Silly Cow and Flying Pigs, Quantum Break. The Flying Pigs and the Silly Cows have been out a good while now. And then you've got the Mega Bombs, like bottle type rockets there. And so yeah, the classic Warhawks there at the top, and then you've got Warhawk 2, which I think I had a few years ago. They're like a double burst firework, so you get the primary burst followed by a secondary burst, which is normally a peony, if I remember rightly. And then they've also got Menshun in here. Menshun fireworks, you don't see them so much anymore. But they've got a Warhawk alternative and a double bursting Warhawk alternative there. But it's interesting to see that the NEC is slightly less on the Menshun than it is on the Warhawks. Total Wipeout, they're okay. They're big bursts. And then you've got the Crown Jewels shell burst rockets. I would say they're better for bonfire night and they're better for sort of New Year, because they're like gold and silvers. That's just personal preference, but I think they're more orientated towards New Year celebrations. We've got some wheels there. Obviously, the bigger the wheel, the better. Always the case with wheels. Whatever the biggest NEC is for a wheel, go for it. So Siberian Swirl, I'd go for that one. And then they've got a ton of different sparklers, which I have no interest in whatsoever. But they do have a massive range. And these are these new 100% plastic-free fireworks. I've never seen them in the flesh. I've no idea how they work. They're not on the same level as Warhawks, it would appear, because if you look down at, they're all rocket packs. So they've got small rockets, medium rockets, and some have got large rockets, and some say extra large rockets down there. So I'd have to, again, these videos aren't on YouTube. I can't find them. So I'd be interested to see what they are, but I'd want to see some UK landed footage as well. But interesting to see that some innovations going on there, 100% plastic free, and rightly so. So it should be. Kudos to Bright Star for coming up with that. We've got some more rockets here. They've got tons of rockets. Don't think I've fired any of these though, so I can't really comment on if they're any good or not. But you've got obviously Delta Force, Stargazer, Demon Detonator, Master Blaster. You've got some little ball heads there, Sputnik Explorer, Mercury Rising. I'm wondering if there's I have had something called Mercury Rising before, but I don't remember them being that big, so I wonder if a different brand's using the same name. I'd have to go back to one of my old videos and check. And then you've got Critical Hit and Metallic Massacre there. Yeah, they're not going to be the same Mercury Risings because the NEC's only 93 grams. So these are smaller rockets, obviously. I don't think any of them are over 100 grams NEC. That one is. That's it. And what else have we got here? So some more rocket packs here. So you got F-25 Hurricane, Power Pulse, and then some Esko bits there. So Esko, the sister brand, they've got their own versions of selection boxes. I would imagine they're fairly similar though. Never had them, so I can't really comment. Got some bigger selection boxes there, and then into some barrage packs, which I know are quite popular. These kind of barrage packs. I mean, some of the NECs, so the bottom one there, Desert Storm, it's over 4 kilos NEC, so it should be alright. There's quite a selection there as well, different types of... got some Roman candles in there as well, some bin lid cakes, some normal cakes, some rockets. Interesting to see what that's like. And what else have we got here? So, still staying with Esco, and although we're going into Elite as well, so Goliath's been out on the market a good 6 years, if not longer. Goliath, it starts off quite slow, and then I think it's got a lovely triple whistle at the end. It's also, the finale is very good on Goliath, I remember that anyway. It's a long time since I've seen the video. And then, well, you've got a couple of bin lids there. I've never seen them in the shops. I don't know who sells them. But I'm not a bin lid person. T-Rex, that's very quick firing from what I remember. The Undertaker, that would be my preference. I love that firework. I always end up blowing my budget before I can afford to buy it. But that is a lovely firework. That's got some nice, there's a section in there with some nice white comet tails just to break up the display, and it looks quite exquisite. The timing, the fuse timing is very good. So yeah, Undertaker, from the videos I've seen, very, very good. That would be my preference there. And then even more rockets. Again, I can't comment on any of these. Trailblazers there, like they said, they've been going since almost the very start. They did the little throwdowns there, if you've got kids. Yeah, can't comment on any of those rocket packs, but even more. And they're on the Esco brand. And then, this is a bit I'm most interested in. Volt here are a Dutch company called They're actually called Lesli fireworks, and I've wanted them to come into the UK for so long. And finally they have. Bright Star brought the consignment in, and they've picked very, very well. These are all fantastic. I'd quite happily have all of these. I have seen all the videos for them. So red, white, red rebel, as it says, lots of whites and reds. Wicken slip fan, obviously it's a fan cake. It's very crackly though, but it's got some lovely colours in it. Roofless would be my favourite personally, because it's got some lovely multicoloured peony breaks in the middle. The colours look outstanding, and they're non-standard colours, so anything non-standard I tend to gravitate towards. So it's these yellows and purples and greens in there with blue as well. So that's the one I would have if I had to pick just one, but they're all fantastic. The Dutch, they know the fireworks. What can I say? If you ever go to Holland, the pyro scene there is 10 times what it is in the UK. They absolutely love fireworks. And it's a shame that there's a ban at the moment. Not that it's being adhered to, but they absolutely love their pyro. And then you've got the mixed gold and blue. As it says, that's more of a refined firework. So if you're doing, if you're doing a wedding or something like that, it'd be very nice. Sort of more exquisite type firework, and it's 2 kilos of NEC for the price. Very good value for money, which is good. And then finally, Code Red, which it's not just red. There's loads of other effects in there. There's some of the reds are actually the secondary effects. So they're like, I think the first bit's like red. What do you call it? Ghost effect, and then some of them have red strobes as a secondary effect as well. But nice big bursts, nice and quick as well. 2 kilos NEC, fantastic, a brilliant range. I hope Bright Star continue doing their partnership with Volt and Leslie, because they really are good fireworks, and I think they sell out quite quick. I went to look for some Leslie stuff. Was it last year or the year before, and they'd sold out at my local range. So get them while you can, when you see them. Highly recommend those. And then we're just into the sort of little ancillary bits now. So you can buy rocket tubes and those lighting wicks, which I can't stand. And then some storage bits there. If you want to set up your own shop, give them a ring. If you're going to set up a pop-up shop before Bonfire Night this year, get a temporary license, get all the equipment from them. You set up your own little shop. So there you go. Just tells you what you can and can't do. So the bonfire period they're saying is between the 15th of October and the 10th of November, and the New Year periods classes the 26th to the 31st of December. And then you've got Diwali, so the day of Diwali and 3 days prior as a selling period, and then the first day of Chinese New Year and 3 days prior. So there you go. I hope you can read that on there. I won't go through everything. It's got the firework code on there. So there you go, part of the British Fireworks Association affiliation there. So there you go, Esko, Bright Star and Men Shun. Thank you very much to them for sending out their catalogue for this year. And it's nice to see that, yeah, they're going strong after 30 years. So well done to them, because over the years, lots of companies have fallen by the wayside. But Bright Star is still there, still going strong. So thank you very much, and thank you for watching.